Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to my channel. This is Eccentric RockStar'Seed, and I'm here with another intuitive message. Keep in mind, this is entertainment, it's advice. It's meant to help you or inspire you to utilize your intuition or your psychic abilities and put it how it resonates in your everyday life. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe in case I forget to say that later. So, my first card that I pulled out from my yogic deck is about disappointment and letting go. And it's about any past disappointments or hurt feelings or just letdowns in general. You have freed yourself from it, and it has led you to your higher self. So, somebody's been doing their shadow work. And you also have the attraction card. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. It's like you got wise. You got tired of feeling negative or stop fixating on a lot of negative emotions. And then you have the appreciate card as my independent, my entrepreneur deck, but I use it for independence as well. You're receiving your flowers, I feel like, because you have both in the attraction card. The woman is smelling flowers, and then you also have an appreciation card. You have flowers with a thank you note, and that's about practicing gratitude as a part of your sacred daily ritual, and feeling that deep appreciation for your blessings and manifest more abundance and joy every day. So spiritually, you've been taking back your power over a lot of difficulty. And what I like about the illustrations and the power over difficulty card is it looked like a bunch of entities or just a lot of negative attacks, whether verbal, mental, spiritual, emotional, physical. It's like a lot of things are attached to this woman, and she is reclaiming her power over several difficult situations. That's in the past section. The current is balance. You have balance. You have true love. You have abundance. You also have, from my yogic deck, the 8 stages of yoga, samadhi. That's your advanced state of meditation and absorption in the self. So you're joining all your aspects of you being, like you're combining all physical, spiritual, mental, and emotional masses to the conglomerate. And you're creating balance through everything well-roundedly. So you're not just picking apart, taking different units and saying, I'm just going to worry about this, but I'm going to ignore that. No, you're well-roundedly doing that groundwork and doing that shadow work, and you're propelling yourself forward, and it's creating a lot of abundance, fortune, wealth, and just a lot of plenty-some for you. So to manifest amazing business results is by staying in balance. And this is in business, this is in love, because you also have the true love. And I feel like this really speaks more of a person self-love in their career, and they realize that their true love is not hung up in a partner. It's more hung up in the things that they enjoy doing, things that they're passionate about, all their creative endeavors, anything, working hard, but take breaks. You also, that true love goes back to allowing yourself to rest. You're not quitting, but you're allowing yourself to rest to keep propelling forward, and get back into like the ease and flow, and you have put back the joy and the pleasure in your everyday life. And that's what it means to align all of your physical, spiritual, mental, and emotional aspects of yourself, and you're applying pleasure and joy. And then what that does is it heals you inside out to continue to raise your vibration. And that's the future. In the future part, you have released your ex. This is the time has come to clear your energy. X is well rounded. It's a very broad interpretation, because it's not just an ex partner, it's an ex everything, ex friends, ex family. X is past tense, anything and every person, place, or thing that serves you no good. You also have divine masculine, which could, for some people, be a previous partner. Or it's just hexing out the idea of having a partner in general, and just equating pleasure, joy, love, and happiness with a partner. So what does that mean? It's kind of like you're hexing out that discriminatory attitude that, okay, so if I'm wrapping all my happiness and abundance in this person and it doesn't work out, I'm not going to be happy. That's discrimination. That makes no sense. And the yogic, from my yogic deck on that side is about Shiva. It's about destruction and rebirth. And it's about you being so infused with the ecstasy, your own ecstasy, going on that yogic path. You have moved past all physical limitations. So it could mean you could have killed. When I say kill, I mean the destruction and rebirth, moving from dark to light, out with the old, shedding the old layers of skin, right? And it's like you're married to yourself. You're more attractive. You see yourself in a more attractive light. You find pleasure in everything, even if it's just going to. I see like those vintage bookshops that you buy books for like 50 cents that people donate to. You find pleasure in everything, and you go and collect a lot of books. You have built your own library. I see a person who put together their own bookshelf, just being creative and designing it and painting it themselves, and just go to like these vintage library books, like these vintage shops, and buy all these different books and just put them in there and actually read them. It's not just there for decoration, but you actually read them, because what it does is it feeds your mental muscles. It just makes your brain muscles way stronger. It lengthens your attention span. It expands your mind. Obviously, it's a more expansive and extensive education, because you're reading different books, different people's point of views. It's a great tool for psychotherapy, and it's also a way it gives you insight for your own personal creative endeavors. So this is a person who, it's like a quick check-in type of reading. So you're being called to raise your vibration and to attract the opportunities when you love you, life, and enjoy each day to the fullest. And also with the Divine Masculine card, that stands for active, taking action. You've taken a lot of accountability over yourself, and you've built a home, you've built a friendship with stronger people or like-spirited people. You've built a much better relationship with yourself. You even have the helping hand of God. You have the relationship, the perfect relationship, what would be considered the perfect life. But you've also done the work. And it's obviously painful. With the power over difficulty card here, it's very evident. And also, if you look, I'm going to show you the illustrations with this first card. You see how she looks old? Whoops. She looks old and kind of worn down by things that didn't concern her. It just drains your energy. And then you have the power over difficulty card. Look at all these, like you have just freed yourself from a lot of entities and attachments and just negative people, toxic people. Woo. Please, people, places, things. My apologies. And it's like you don't even, it's like most people get upset or just have they sit in that energy of disappointment, and you freed yourself from that. You learn to appreciate and respect the value of love and education. Great communication. It's all about education. It's the vibe I feel here. Education of yourself. You learn the 3 egos that the human mind is built up, the 3 egos. You learned a lot about it teaches you how to mother yourself, how to marry yourself, and how to be friends with yourself. And your vibrations, look at that. Raising the vibrations has brought you a lot of abundance. I'm not just talking, the illustrations kind of say it as well. And this divine masculine. This divine masculine can consist of a person, place, or thing. but you have taken accountability. You've called your power back. And I feel like you're in that masculine energy, even if you're not considered a divine masculine. Okay. I'm going into the tarot. I'm using my tarot de la nuit. That's tarot of the night. So you got, I see wine spritzers on the weekends. I see somebody who works from home. I see a journalist. I see a professional writer. I see a professional reader. This person loves to research, study. I see you take your laptop into, not so much Starbucks, but I see people hanging in all the big libraries. Like, you know how every city has a lot of free libraries in that county or community? I see you doing that. And I see you just really building a whole new lifestyle that's built on structure and discipline. But it doesn't have to look so serious. It looks real colorful. You see what I was saying about the attraction? You find beauty and pleasure in everything. See that? But then you have the appreciation card right next to it with the flowers. Thank you. People are applauding you for all your due diligence and your hard work and effort. This is the romance of a lifetime. You see yourself and your abundance. Your abundance is your self-love first. Is your relationship with God, of course. Your fortune. You're worth a fortune, as they say. So a lot of you have online boutiques. A lot of you are starting to branch off of that and go back into storefronts as the economy. I don't know what the economy is doing right now. I'm not going to lie. It looks bad right now. It's too many it's a huge inflation right now, but I see people preparing to have storefronts. You just start off small. I see people renting apartment spaces for storefronts and using it for business or using it as an office space away from their home. Angel of the night. Temperance. Yeah, this speaks of someone's progress. The angel of the night is the dark night. It's a bonus card for this deck, and it talks about the dark night of the soul, so the death of ego. And then you have the temperance card following it, which is a major arcana, and that's about healing. So it could have been a twin flame journey, that catalyst. I don't think it was much of a relationship with the counterpart, but what I do feel like is this is a person who caught on fast about what the twin flame journey is supposed to be about, and I feel like this person took to themselves. This is somebody who's very independent from relationships and partnerships. This is somebody who's non-committal. This is somebody who is always looking for the next great thing, the next inspiration, something to learn. And that's how they took to this journey. It's not about, a lot of people struggle through the romantic part or they try to romanticize it, but this person is all about the adventure, it's about the worldly travel of it. And it's taking this person to new heights. It's taking this person to their higher self. The Ten of Cups in reverse. I feel like this person's life was already rough as to why I feel like this twin flame journey was like a ticket out. You know how people go into the army to escape rough childhoods or any branch of the military, or just escape home or escape their life. They go into, they take on this huge ass adventure, not really knowing what's going to come out of it. You got the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Talk about loving yourself. And I feel like that's what this person did. You got the Queen of Cups right next to the King of Cups, and I feel like it represents more balance of masculine and feminine, your masculine and your feminine energy, more than it represents counterparts. I feel like it's less to do with somebody and more to do with the person. The next card is the Moon. I apologize. The World, a completion. It's a cycle that's wrapped up. A lot of things that are like that were emotionally manipulative, things that have attempted to persuade you to go down that negative path, that dark path, but it's going down that path. I feel like you made fast friends with somebody, and it wasn't even so much a relationship. You just made fast friends with them, and they kind of took you down a path of what appeared to be like an end all be all, like emotional fulfillment, but it turned out to not be that, and it sparked that dark night of the soul. Hence, you begin finding true love through endeavors, people, places, things, yourself. You took all that energy. It's like this person was out to be a socialite. You could even be in PR or something like that, and you just said no. I feel like you hexed an already established lifestyle to build a new one. It's like it was built on faulty foundation. Tear it down, because that's what a twin flame does. They make you look at the things in you that needs to be repaired. So they could have been built for all the wrong reasons. Then that would be the faulty ground. And then for others, it could be a man. It pushed a man into a dark night of the soul as the woman started her healing journey. Or the man triggered, I feel like a man triggered the woman in this case, but it can also be the woman progressing, propelling forward, and it in turn triggers this other person to do his dark night of the soul, because seeing the way these cards are laid out, what's not to love about this person, man or a woman? You're raising your vibe to attract better opportunities, and you only want to do the things that feel like true love, that really embody that true love energy. I wonder, like, how will you be expressing your gifts? Like, how will you be showing up to the people? Like, this is very spiritual with the Temperance card right next to the Dark Night of the Soul card with the King and Queen of Cups, and the world is right next to them. So they wrapped up a cycle. I heard karmic soulmates wrapped up a cycle. It feels karmic, especially with the Temperance here. Just a minute. Pardon me. You're going outside? Okay, I'm back. Eight of Wands. The Chariot. King of Wands. Yeah, fast action. I feel like you become you found your niche through this experience. It's like you figured it out, what life is going to be about for you. Wait, hold on, guys. I need to focus. Hold on. Come on, you gotta get some fun out of life. My apologies. So as I was saying, this is somebody who's traveled. I even feel like you relocated. You definitely relocated, and I feel like the World card is propelling you forward. You know, it created a passive. You have passive and aggressive income, so you're still working through certain parts of your career to move certain parts of the previous life to transition fully into the new life where there's more passive income. So it allows you more freedom. But you definitely have way more freedom than what you once did. Eight of Wands, that can be success with your online boutique. Yeah, people, you're high in demand, especially with the King of Wands and the Chariot. Like the business, everything is just going really well for you spiritually. Like you're way more balanced. That's why I said that King and Queen of Cups could have started off as a negative impacting friendship, turned career oriented. I heard career obsessed. So it could be one partner was obsessed with codependencies, like with partnerships, while the other person is just like, it's not my cup of tea, but I'm not ignorant enough to just kind of just dump somebody once I start off in a relationship or a partnership or friendship with them. But that King of Wands is somebody who's shrewd in business, very shrewd in business. Just like the King of Cups and Queen of Cups are very mature. That's nurturing, compassion, and emotionally intellectual. It's somebody who doesn't allow their emotions to spill all over the place. And it created new beginnings for you. So tell me why about the Ten of Cups in reverse. Page of Wands. I feel like this is a contract from your workspace that didn't work out for you. That's the Three of Wands, and then on the bottom you have the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like you wasn't fulfilled with that particular way of doing things, with that particular way of doing business, and so spiritually you said a prayer, and God, the helping hand of God came through. Now you're virtually and diligently building all of what makes you happy and what brings you joy. But it's taken off way faster than you could have ever imagined. I see cultural spaces. Puerto Rico, New Orleans, Caribbean islands, overseas, like certain places in Europe. Culturally infused spaces are great for business. Let me see what else. The Seven of Wands is clarifying the Chariot. So that's blocking. You're not allowing yourself to be limited. No physical restrictions is what I heard. You're spiritually evolved, but you're also spiritually protected through all of this, because it's like you're kind of like it's happening really fast. There's a lot of wands on this table, and it's making you feel like you're all over the place a little bit. All right, I'm going to wrap it up. What? Hi. Where's the baby? Go get the baby. Two of Wands. Yeah, the world is yours. That dark night of the soul. You see, she has a skull in her hand. She's made a decision. With that, when you put that with the dark night of the soul card right here, angel of the night. That's what that means. And she said, shedding of the old, out with the old. This is a has-been. It's like look in the encyclopedia if you want to look up the old me, because that old me is dead and gone. I'm in a new space, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Okay. It's very simple. I feel like my words just didn't do it a lot of justice, but I hope I got the point across. Okay? That was the message. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will be back. Until next time.